our Gurudeva would say, if you want to clean an atmosphere, if you want to help people, then spread the holy names of the Lord, chant, perform bhakti. There are three kinds of things that cause suffering in this world. Problems caused by yourself, by others, and the forces of nature. So there are bad karmic reactions that come about because of the activities of, like we can see the meat industry, how much pollution it causes to society and how karmically wicked it is, how despicable it is when they're killing billions of animals. They have stats which there's hundreds of billions of animals over years and years being killed in this slaughterhouse industrial complex. So if we want to stop pollution and help the world and make it a better, clean, green place, the way to do it is, it's not that we have to try to affect things first on a subtle level, and then they can gradually be improved on the material level. So to improve everything on a subtle atmosphere, do it through Sankirtan. This is the great purifier. Chaito dharpana marjanam. Marjana means what purifies or cleans. And through chanting congregationally the holy names, then this cleans the subtle, most subtle atmosphere, and then this will translate gradually to the gross atmosphere. But Mahaprabhu showed at the same time, you want to practically cleanse your heart through sound vibration of chanting the holy names, clean the temple. He took all the devotees, and the Lord himself cleaned the temple. So he showed we ourselves need to do something rather than just blaming others. We can apply this same idea of margin to the whole global scale. Mahaprabhu himself went with all the devotees and cleaned the temple, and he said, this is the way to clean the heart. And if you are clean within, you will clean your environment outside. Be the change. So to be the change, you also have to physically do it. You can't think, I'll be very pure and elevated and be living in a complete dump, or like a complete, garbage center, as Prabhuji says. So anyhow, gradually, we want to transition from these things which cause harm to the environment and nature, but radical change without any proper, realistic planning isn't going to be that helpful. But our idea is try to lead by your own example while encouraging others, and at the same time returning back to a dharmic rather than a gross atheistic or secular society. If we have a dharmic society, naturally we'll have a clean and healthy society. But the problem is that now we've seen, as society has developed, we have become less and less dharmic, and therefore society has become more and more unclean because we're going away from God. As we go away from God, the world becomes more and more polluted. So go back towards God, and the best way to do that is through Sankirtan, chanting the Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This will purify ourselves, purify others, and then along with that, we practically should, do the right thing. But first try to get your own house in order before criticizing everyone else and criticizing the world. So it's both things simultaneously. We become cleanliness next to godliness. We try to become more godly, become more clean, and serve and chant. And also we have to just accept that certain things come with the time that we are in, with the age we're in. We're in the age of Kali-yuga, and it's the age of quarrel, it's the age of darkness. So certain things are going to be there that we have to tolerate. And that's also, we can think of it as a boon to our spiritual development. If there were no problems, everything was perfect, then we would not be inclined at all towards spiritual life. We're just like, you see in the heavenly planets, they enjoy so much, there's no inclination towards spiritual life. In the material world or in Earth planet, because we have different kinds of sufferings, then we're also able to be inclined more towards spiritual life. So in that way, Kali Yuga is good and beneficial. You look in the Vedanta Sutra and in the verses of Shastra, Tasmad Gurung Prapadyeta. You will approach Guru when you become exhausted from material life because of different kinds of sufferings. Atato Brahma Jigyasu. Inquire into the absolute. When? Ata ato. When, therefore, you have become materially exhausted. Krishna says in the Bhagavatam, Janmaishvarya Shruta Shribir Idamana, Kunti says, Janmaishvarya Shruta Shribir Idamana Manap Gunavanaivar Hatya Vidaptan Vaitama Kinchana Gochatan. The Lord is approached by those who are materially exhausted, who are destitute, and who have given up material things. Those who are proud because of high birth, wealth, high education, beauty, and all these things. It's very hard for them to approach the Lord. So, sometimes when things look bad and unfavorable, that's actually a positive thing. Kunti says, if we want spiritual growth, Kunti says, Vipadasham tutasa tatra tatra jagadguru bhavatu darshanam yat syad apunar bhavadarshanam. Because when so many problems come, I'm able to think of you and see you. Therefore, I pray that again and again these problems may come to me. So the problem also is that people who are pushing for a clean and pure, nice world, if there's an atheistic slant to it and a malice towards the absolute truth or God, then not only will it never be successful, but even if it were successful, it would just lead to a very kind of gross, decadent, hedonistic society, which would only cause people to commit more and more sinful activities and fall to a more degraded position. So that's why we say, okay, you want to purify the atmosphere, then purify your internal atmosphere. Also, to purify your internal atmosphere, as Mahaprabhu showed, you have to clean outside, to clean within. Both things are required. At the same time, chant the holy names. Chanting is the dharma of the age. Kirtanadeva Krishnasya Mukta Sangha Param Brajet. Kalir Dosanidhi Rajan. In Bhagavatam, Krishna says that this age is full of faults. It's an ocean of faults. But the one redeeming quality is Kirtan. Kirtan is the great purifier, and it is the dharma of the age. In other ages, you did meditation and great sacrifices and archa and worship. But in this age, Kirtan is the real dharma of the age. So the best way to clean and the best solution to pollution is do Kirtan. All over the world, everyone should be doing Kirtan. And along with Kirtan, Kirtan isn't only playing drum and chanting and playing kartals and singing and playing harmonium. Kirtan also means spreading the Bhagavat Dharma. That's the real Kirtan. Bhagavad Gurudeva writes in an article that Prihad Mridanga Seva, which means propagating the message of the absolute truth given by our disciplic succession, that is the best form of Kirtan. So doing that through books, through distribution of books, through any kind of way of distributing the message, that is the topmost form of Kirtan. It's non-different from chanting. So to solve the pollution crisis or to help with climate change, perform Kirtan in all different manners, set a good example by your own action, and show the highest principle, and then everything else will come into harmony if you get the basic parameters set. Meaning if you follow dharma properly, everything else will be resolved naturally. Thank you for your time. Subscribe, like, share. Let us know your opinion in the comments. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Radharani, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our channel down there. Share with your friends, ask a question in the comments, and check out our website, kripa.tv, for courses, to support us, and for our articles and more. Haribol.